Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna play around with some brand new makeup. It is an OFRA kind of feature, not sponsored, but there are items that are actually new to me, which is really exciting. Now, fun fact, I was decluttering and getting rid of boxes and stuff like that, and mija, I completely threw away because I can't find it, the little like the card that it comes with. So it is this bundle over here. I'll show you everything individually, and this is called the Sun Kissed Summer Bundle. How much does it go for? I'm gonna add the price point here on screen, but just know that you can use my promo code JODDYG at checkout to save 20% off. Literally the bundle, everything else. They still have the deluxe mystery bundle, which was amazing. I'll link that below. So you can get this bundle, anything else off of OFRA, and on top of that, you can even do the deluxe mystery bundle and save 20% off, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna show you everything that the bundle comes with. Do you have to buy it? No, but when you see a bundle and you can save an extra 20% off, girl, it's like a deal, you know what I mean? So this bundle is going to include a midi palette. This is the Cheeky Glow. I'm not gonna open her because I already own this Cheeky palette. She's gonna look like so. Look how stunning. Look how bonita. She's so pretty. So this is blushers. This is blushers. These are blushers. So you can blush and highlight at the same time. The shades are absolutely stunning. They're featuring this, which is kind of like a highlighter. This is the signature palette, their OFRAGlow. I love that they come with a little tabby, pero nena, it doesn't always work. Mira, se rompió, it broke. I went through my entire collection just to double, triple check just in case. Wait a minute. Never mind. I thought about it. Okay, so technically this is a highlighter palette. Glow ×5. Take our glow everywhere you go in this palette of our best and brightest, slim, compact with a mirror. Use the shade on its own or swirl together to create your own highlight. So it's a highlighter palette, right? I've seen her before, but I was looking everywhere else and I was like, what if it's in the highlighter drawer? It was not in the highlighter drawer, but look how pretty she is. I have something similar, but the shades are not the same. So we're gonna go ahead and play around with her. This is another item that's new to me. It is a bronzer, but it's a bronzer duo. It is in South Beach. I checked my entire collection because again, if I don't have to open it, I'd love to share with you guys, but I somehow don't have it in a compact. What I do have is this one, but it's like in a huge, one of those like massive $100 palettes. But this here is going to be South Beach, and you're getting 2 different shades. So if you want to like pack this for vacation, weekend, on the go, it's great because if you want to go lightweight, just a cute little subtle hint of something, you can use that side. But if you want to go glam, then you go with the deeper one. The third one out of this 5-piece bundle that's new is going to be this gloss. I have an extensive collection of OFRA glosses. This one is in Sugar Cup. This one has dusty lavender vibes, and it has very, very fine shimmer particles to it, so you're not gonna feel it on your lips. Now the 5th item, which I've already tried, right, and I know that I really like, is going to be this the verified liner. This one though is their black. Is it? They sent them, shut the front door. Okay, so they sent over their brown. I also have her. I did a whole short form for TikTok and Instagram. Make sure you follow me there if you haven't already, because I'm posting there like super consistently. But their verified liner, I have sworn by their black for years, and like a month and a half ago, they launched their brown. Really like her, and check that out. It says brown at the bottom. So if you haven't tried the brown, this bundle right here, again, you save money, but you get to try new launches, which is great. So we're gonna go ahead and play around with it. I'm gonna start off by applying my Level Up primer. This is the primer I created alongside with OFRA. This was a collab that I did like 2 years ago. Oh my god, girl, we're going on like 3 years at this point. And yeah, it's still available. That was not discontinued. So if you're placing your order and you're gonna use that promo code, get that primer for a lot cheaper and as part of your bundle. So we are going to prep the lid, apply this baby on here. I'm gonna work on the eyeballs first, and I know you're like, Perade, what do you mean the eyeballs? There's nothing for the eyes. So OFRA's products I love because you are able to, not only are they wet dry, but you are able to apply them around the eye because they are formulated to be eye safe, and I've been doing this for years. I think I want to go with this like peachy pink, not the peachy, oh my goodness, this pink here. I'm gonna take that, just swirl over top. See, she's pretty pigmented. And then I'm gonna apply that on the outer portion of the eye. And then I am going to diffuse that, make sure it's nice and gradient out here. And I think I wanna take a little bit of that and drag that under the eye. Given that we went with this pink, we'll probably apply this one on the cheeks. Kind of like an eyeshadow brush. These shades are absolutely stunning, but I need to grab one that's gonna work with the eye, and I think it's going to be this one over here. I'm gonna grab a brush, kind of dip into that, and I'm gonna tap that baby pink all over the lid. It's very frosty. Remember, these are highlighters. I always recommend, if you're gonna apply a highlighter on the eyelid, tap it instead. If it's a good formula, it's good quality, you are not gonna have to worry about getting pigment to come through on the lid just by tapping. Okay, I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna go in and do the other eyeball. Same thing. Take that pink, so the center pink here, focus that on the eye, the crease, duh, it is the eye. The crease, the lower portion of the eyeball. You guys, I am in a situation because I feel like the black eyeliner is going to look the most with this eye look, but I wanted to show you guys the brown. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the black wing, and then I'm gonna add brown at the bottom, and that might just make sense. So we're gonna do that, but I wanna give you guys a quick little swatcheroo. Here is their Verified in Black. One Glide Opaque, no skipping. She's beautiful. Their brown is also wonderful. Like, when I saw that they were launching the brown, I was like, shut up, because she's wonderful. See what I'm saying? The black is definitely going to look a lot better. So lo que vamos a hacer, what we're going to do is I'm going to open the mirror, and so let me just clean it. I am going to use the black. I'm going to do my wing with the black. I haven't done a wing in like forever. I'm going to do the wing with the black. And then I will add brown at the bottom of the black. You'll see what I'm saying. So I'm going to take this baby and glide her right on. It is a paint brush tip. So it's a brush tip, meaning that it's always going to be saturated. It doesn't dry down quick. It doesn't skip. It's flexible enough for you to be able to just kind of glide her and flick at the end. So, and I don't want to do too much of a big wing because we are batch filming today, and I want to try a new mascara that made its way unexpectedly to my door. So see what I'm saying? Like, she's nice and dark and opaque. Now granted, if you apply this over top of a matte, it's gonna look super dark, black, opaque, and matte, right? But if you apply it over a shimmer, then the shimmer particles tend to come through a little bit, so it won't be as matte as you would expect. Then I'm gonna wing out here. Look how thin that wing is. Like, I could leave it like that if I wanted to. I've seen people do that. That's just not my vibe. But you can go super thin or you can go super thick. Wing. And it's gonna look so much better once I go in and apply like mascara and stuff. You'll see the look. So now I'm gonna go in with the brown. Like I said, I'm gonna apply brown down here. You're not gonna be able to see it too much. I mean, you do see how brown the brown is. Super pretty, great for every day. So I did apply it under the black. Look, I'm extending it a little more. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side really quickly, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I told you I'm batch filming. I don't want to look super duper crazy. So before we move on to mascara, which I'm gonna do in a separate video, it's an affordable mascara. When you guys see that, you're gonna be like, espérate. It's gonna be first impressions. I don't know if I'm gonna love it, because sometimes like really affordable mascaras just won't do it for me, pero I am going to review it because it was sent to me, and like the brand, I know a lot of you guys love this brand, so we're gonna go ahead and like try it. The video is already live, so be mindful of that. But anyway, before I move on to filming that video, I do want to apply the bronzer. So we're gonna go in to this shade over here. she picks up. And I'm gonna, if you're wondering about this brush, this is gonna be a Sigma Powder Sculpt F44. See, if you want like that sun-kissed effect, then you would go into that lighter shade. If you want full-on glam, which I will deepen it up so you guys can see. If you want like red carpet glam, like seriously burnt by the sun type of vibe, then you're gonna go with that deeper shade. But you are getting two, and how often do you go through a full-on bronzer? So it's nice that you're getting two. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like sun kiss this area here. And I know my under eye is a lot brighter. I did that on purpose. I do have to brush off the excess powder. Okay, two. So you go from like nothing to everything, and it looks so good. Let me do this side of the forehead. I love this brush, by the way. I've had it for like 2 years, but it's so good. All right, if I wanted to, I can just leave the skin like this, because I think this is like everyday bronze and it looks so good. But I am gonna I'm gonna flip the brush over, and I'm gonna dip into that darker one so you guys can see the difference between like the lighter one and the dark one on the skin. So I'm gonna go into mira, tap out, girl. And these, although the package, like the pan itself, looks like it has flecks of shimmer to it, they're so fine you don't even actually see them. And you guys know how I feel about shimmery bronzers. Okay, so we are already going deep. Look at that forehead, girl. Look at that forehead. So instead of like swiping back and forth, I like to tap because these are extremely pigmented. So see, I'm just tapping and it's already getting pretty dark there. This is not the type that I would apply on the sides of my nose because that would really like make my nose look muddy. It's too dark for that. So we are going to fluff this around the jawline to diffuse properly. And then here. You know what this reminds me of? It's kind of similar to the vibe of what I did with this from Ipsy in the Ipsy video. If you haven't seen that Ipsy video, go check it out. But it's literally giving that very same vibe. Extra bronzed, a lot going on. All we need is blush, a lip, the brow, and we're glam. And then here, it's pretty, but it's not as dark. It's not as intense, you know, as the other side. Now I gotta balance this out. Girl, if this isn't some full coverage, I'm going somewhere type of vibe. And the under eye powder, I literally used the Dollar Tree powder that I showed you guys in that Dollar Tree video, and somehow we're like glamming it up. I wanna apply the blush while we're at it because why not, right? So I'm gonna take this same powder brush. I'm gonna dip in. No, wait, I said I was gonna go into the baby pink because this bronzer is a lot. So we're gonna take the baby pink, which is super shimmery, my friends. And I don't know that the camera's gonna pick it up, but it has a lot of shimmers to it. I'm going to, nope. I'm too bronzy for this, so we're gonna stick into this. Why, Dios mío, what a disaster. This is what happens when you do what I do, and you just kind of go with it, play around with makeup, and see what comes out of it. But y'all know I do this all the time. It's not new, but girl, I needed something a little more on the subtle side. So, look at that. And I don't even have highlighter on the cheeks. But that's pretty though. All right, friends, so the rest of the face is pretty much on. I did want to apply a little bit of highlight. If you guys wanted to see the eyebrows, it's already on there. Girl, you need to go check out the video. I'm going to link it below. Check out the video on this brand new NYX brow product. Affordable, viral, lasts overnight. But in that video, I tell you why it stayed on overnight, because it was like a situation. Anyway, and yeah, girl, it's like shockingly good, but I want to show you guys how it actually works. So make sure you check it out. Again, linked below. I want to apply a little bit of a highlight. Do we need the highlight? No, because your girl is already glowy with that blush zero. But still, come on now. So we applied this one on the eyes. I think let's add a little bit of this one on the cheeks. And that's the beauty of getting like a whole thing. Technically, who goes through an entire highlighter? Like, highlighters are this big. Obviously, it's not two-tone, but you know what I mean? It's like a whole pan. Who goes through highlighters fast? Ever. At all. Because I know I don't go through my highlighters. So it's nice to get smaller pans with 5 different shades that you can mix and match and create your own vibe for the day. And look how intense. So although this blush has a hue, a little hint of glow to it, it's not a lot. It's not too much. And it's not in your face, but if you wanted to intensify it, you absolutely can. And I love her. I love her. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and then on the tip of the nose. If you have not tried OFRA, girl, you're sleeping on them, and save some money while you're at it, okay? But if you have tried OFRA, I definitely want to know what your favorite product from OFRA is. Now we have to apply the lip gloss. See, it's kind of like it wants to be a baby pink, but she's a little too dirty to be a baby pink. So she's like a dusty lavender. And when I say dirty, don't think of it like a negative thing. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to describe what it looks like in person. I feel like I want to apply a little bit of a liner though. I'm just going to apply a very light nude, like a beige. See, that was quick. That was rápido. Let's apply this at the bottom. Oh, that's too much. Oh, that's pretty. You know, look at the top and look at the bottom. That is going to be what your lips would look like if your lips are the same shade as mine and you are my complexion. If you are of lighter complexion, it's going to look like a deeper lavender on you, a deeper pink, if you will. This is actually really like a wearable shade for me. It doesn't even wash me out. I thought maybe it would. It doesn't. Now, if you are deeper than I am, it's gonna look a lot lighter on you. So that's definitely something to be mindful of. I actually like this shade. I feel like I would probably apply a deeper lip liner, maybe like a pinkier one, just to kind of have everything gel and mesh together, like, you know, blend in together well. But I think it works, and I think that the lip works with the eye look that I created. Now, this I loved because I didn't already have her, but I just feel, in my opinion, like this is too much glow, girl. This is enough glow. We should have gotten a matte blush or a matte little midi palette like this. Is this a midi? Yeah, this is the midi palette. One that had 3 mattes, and then you can customize with your glow, and then having your full-on 5 little highlighters that you can play around with and customize your matte blush with. That is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Because the mattes could have gone all over the lids, you know, and then we could have like played around with the cheeks and the highlight to create and customize our own like blusher, if you will. I think the bundle is great. I think for the price point, I think it's great. The fact that you can add 20% off makes it even more worth it, but I do think it's way too much glow in one. I know it's like summer go-to glow type of vibe, but there is such a thing as too much glow, at least in my opinion. But I really want to hear you guys' thoughts, so make sure you let us know in the comments below. Now, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button because it really helps me out. And listen, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our family here on the YouTube. I already told you guys I'm linking OFRA below, and I'm giving you guys my promo code in the description box if you guys wanted to go check it out. Save some money while you're at it. Now, listen, the video is over, but you don't have to go anywhere because YouTube is going to recommend 2 videos here on screen. I believe you're going to enjoy it, so I hope you consider checking it out. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.